Emmanuel Macron was scolded by presidential rival candidate Xavier Bertrand for his naivety over the threats posed by Islamic extremists. Speaking to French newspaper Le Journal du Dimanche, the president of the Hauts-de-France region and candidate for the presidential election, said Emmanuel Macron shows a form of recklessness on subjects linked to terrorism, in Mali as in Afghanistan. Mr. Bertrand accused the French president of having committed a fault by announcing the withdrawal of French ground troops from Mali and to have shown a confusing naivety in the face of Islamism since 2017. On Afghanistan, he said, given the dramatic conditions of the American withdrawal, France lacked leadership. The Taliban's seizure of power in Kabul is a turning point for the world order and a tragedy for the Afghans. I am thinking particularly of the situation of women. We can't forget the sacrifice of 90 French soldiers who died in combat in Afghanistan, which made it possible to protect our country against potential terrorist attacks. Now that the first emergency measures to repatriate our compatriots and those who have helped us there have been taken, we must be very clear with the new Afghan leaders. If Afghanistan becomes again the rear base for anti-Western terrorism, if barbarism is developing there again, massive and rapid sanctions will be needed. This subject must be put on the priority agenda of a G7 but above all of a G20, because nothing can be resolved without the Russians and the Chinese. France's role is to bring together as many countries as possible on this line. Then, we must seriously prepare for the migratory shock that is coming. We must take our part in this drama, but not under any conditions, and not on our own. This is why I asked, from August 14, that France take the initiative to convene a European Council as a matter of urgency. Asked whether he found Emmanuel Macron carefree in the face of Islamism, Mr. Bertrand replied, for 5 years, Emmanuel Macron has shown a confusing naivety on this issue. He doesn't understand the threat that radical Islamism poses to our security and our values. Radical Islamism is not a religion, it is an ideology which, on a global scale, wants to destroy our vision of the world, our identity, what France is, freedoms, women's rights, the right to believe in the God of one's choice or not to believe, the right to choose what you do and who you love.